Paul Smith, it's a difficult afternoon. It's finished Halesowen Town 0, Chasetown 2. What's your initial thoughts on that?
I've got to take a large portion of the blame, Key. It's easy hindsight, but I didn't pick the side that I should have picked today for various reasons, but I didn't. And sometimes as a manager you've got to hold your hands up and take a portion of the blame. So some of that performance and that result I've got to accept as my fault. That said, starting 11 was still good enough to go and win the game of football, and unfortunately, congratulations to Chasetown. We were beaten by the better side today. They seemed more hungry, they seemed had more desire, and although we defended quite well, bar the two mistakes which has cost the 2 goals, there wasn't enough of us that were brave, there wasn't enough of us getting on the front foot, and ultimately, as I said, we've got beaten by the better side.
And that's a really difficult few weeks it's been for the lads. How important is it now that you try and turn this around with 6 games to go in the season? How do you try and get that momentum back?
Yeah, it's crucial, Key, isn't it? You know, we've hit the worst bit of form at completely the wrong time, and like I've said before, I've held my hands up and took responsibility for some things today. It's crucial the boys in that dressing room hold their hands up and take responsibility, because there's too many pointing fingers at each other and not worrying about what they need to do. It's worrying, it's something that I've got to try and address quickly, because as you've said, if it is to be the playoffs, we've got to find a way to be in much better form, in a much better headspace by the time they come round. So yeah, listen, it's a tough place at the moment, but I think football's brilliant because you have your ups and downs. At the moment we're in a spot of bother, and it's important to try and find a way out of it for us.
Have you got your key players that you've got your eyes on to try and gel the team back together in something that might not be there at the moment?
Well, we'll see what happens this week. Obviously Simeon's been a big miss for 3 games, made a huge difference in all 3. Silly's sending off at 4-0 up again, but he's back from now. Ahmed's probably 2 weeks to the way with Somalia. I've got some big signs in fires to try and see what else I can shuffle around. So, like I say, it's a tough place to be at the moment, and what's crucial in those kind of environments is that the players stand up and be counted, and that starts on Tuesday at training, but it wasn't good enough today.
And a message to the fans who might go home disappointed after today's performance. What's your message to them? Yeah, I feel for them. Like I said, we weren't good enough. That's from me picking the wrong side, to the players not putting in a performance. So I feel for the fans, especially another unbelievable crowd. But they stick with the thick and thin. Okay, they have done since I've been here. As much as it's tough back the minute, fingers crossed, they'll stay with us. And we'll see what we can do between now and the end of the season. Thank you, Paul.
Cheers, mate.